Okay, Helldivers, I was not expecting to be getting info from HQ, but here it is on a Saturday morning. And depending on where you stand with the current ongoings with the game, this will either strengthen your support or push you further towards the abyss. Welcome to the channel, it's LtBuzzLitebeer, and we just received a lengthy post from the Arrowhead community team concerning the upcoming mega patch. There's also been a hotfix for the dark fluid missions, progress now being made on Meridia as part of this major order, and then a little peek posted to Twitter on what exactly goes down over at Arrowhead, so stay tuned for that one. Thanks again for your awesome and continued support. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring that notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts, and we're going to get into all of that. But first, can you believe it's been over 6 years since PUBG Mobile hit the scene, and what better way to get that winner chicken dinner than with their all-new 3.2 update featuring mechs. And a huge thanks to PUBG Mobile for sponsoring this video. PUBG Mobile delivers a dynamic battle royale experience on mobile, offering rich content with 8 classic maps and an array of thrilling game modes. Squad up in teams of 2 or 4 or roll solo McSwaggins as you go head-to-head in 100-player classic mode, or check out all new player-created maps and modes in World of Wonder, where there's always something new to explore. Update 3.2 brings out that inner mech fantasy as you take command of Levitron or Strider in the new themed battle royale mode, Mecha Fusion, or combine Levitron and Strider into ArmaMech, an ultimate 4-seater mech that combines their firepower and mobility to dominate the battlefield. Now available in 120 FPS smoothness. Want more speed? Jetpacks just hit the game along with the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card, the newly introduced personal AED self-res. Scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the video description to download and play PUBG Mobile today for free. I can't wait to give that one a go, as I've got some travels coming up very soon and I need some portable shooties. Anyways, let's skip the Superstore reset for today because it's the same as yesterday, and yes, the I'm a Spaceman suit is still there. I'm glad some of you were paying attention to yesterday's video and caught that reference, but taking a look at Meridia, and it looks like the progress bar has started to ever so slowly begun to move. We divers have about 2 days to go to absolutely blow Meridia off the map. You know, just kind of envision what Nero does to Vulcan. Yeah, I'm thinking kind of like that. But at this point, the Helldivers don't know exactly what will happen, assuming we successfully complete this task. Quickly turning to the Helldivers companion app, and it does confirm that we are now logging progress on Meridia, finally. Of course, this is constantly ebbing and flowing, but the negative modifier is now down to just minus 5.5%, and currently, with 32,000 plus divers planetside, we are netting progress at approximately 1.4% an hour, with a projected successful completion in 2 days, 19 hours. Now, since it's the weekend and we have the most divers logged on and playing, that number should spike up just a bit and get us closer to completion, because I see questions about it every video. All those percentages and modifiers are not displayed in the game, but you can see it all at helldiverscompanion.com, and I'll even include a link to this site in the video description and pinned comments just to make it that much easier on you. And finally, turning back to the Galaxy map, today's personal or daily order is to net 60 kills with the AMR, or anti-material rifle, which should not be a problem for you divers because this thing is super strong, especially versus the bots, but even if you bring it out against the bugs, you should be able to quickly rack up those kills and grab yourself those 15 medals. Helldivers just got a patch, in fact, early this morning. But before you tear ass over to your system to begin the download, slow down because it's a very small hotfix to correct a bug spawning issue on the dark fluid missions. And just so you know, for me on PC, it's only about 52 megs. So again, it's a very small patch. However, the community team seems to have had a bit of fun with the situation, posting their latest dispatch. Quote, "The Ministry of Science has rapidly engineered upgrades to the tectonic drill used to deploy the dark fluid on Meridia. The updated drills will propagate ultrasonic frequencies through the ground, preventing terminid breaches in its immediate vicinity." Okay, so what does all that mean? Well, If you watched my video yesterday where I explained how to play and beat the mission on Helldive, the very second you activated the drill with the dark fluid inside, bug breaches would open up mere feet from the base of the drill, and you would have this mad dash scramble to either kill the bugs, which would usually result in you smoking the drill in the process, or, like I was showing in yesterday's video, you'd have to immediately hit the bugs with EMPs and stun grenades to stop them until the drill was finished. Now, I haven't dropped in this morning to witness the spawn changes myself, but I hear it's now much easier. Not at extraction when the Shrieker Air Force is deployed, but at least the drill encounters are apparently more manageable. Man, I don't know where I land on this. Maybe a bit of a hot take on it, but you know, that immediate panic and the need to organize and kind of coordinate your EMS strikes was actually kind of fun. It felt like the game had been pushed from difficulty 9 up to 10, at least for me, and again, I like that challenge. I'll log in this afternoon and give it a thorough test, and let me know how you found the changes. Are they to your liking? Am I just some sort of a sadistic helldiver? Sound off in the comment section below. Free fire strikes for everybody. At least that's the latest dispatch from Helldivers HQ, as the patriotic citizens have organized to support the destruction of Meridia by making homemade napalm. Man, you gotta love the citizens of Super Earth, right? Thanks to this grassroots effort, napalm eagle strikes will augment our loadouts until Operation Enduring Peace concludes. Again, I honestly don't know what this is all about. I mean, we've seen free strats as modifiers in conjunction with MOs in the past. Could this be a sorry from the Arrowhead team for the kind of poor technical state of the Dark Fluid mission at launch? Are they trying to make it a bit easier now by giving us something to create barriers against the new further away bug breaches? Again, I don't know. Although, if you really wanted to be rock stars, Arrowhead, with these free strats, they could have given us free Dark Fluid jetpacks to use for the remainder of the major order. Now, those things are nasty, especially because they kill bugs as you fly overhead, divers too, and the recharge rate is way better than our current jetpack. And here it comes. The balance patch has been delayed. At least that was the news Baskinator delivered early this morning on Saturday, I might add. And the news has been taken about as you'd expect. Greetings, Helldivers. We wanted to finally give you an idea of what's going on with our patch. First of all, our next patch is expected in the second week of June. So there it is. It's been delayed a week. Second, we have also pushed out an emergency hotfix to address enemies spawning on the drill in the current major order. See patch notes updates for more info. You are right. We've slowed down our cadence for patches. We'll go into more detail about it in an upcoming blog, but the short version is that dedicating more time to each patch will allow us to provide a higher quality standard and reduce the pressure on our teams. At Arrowhead, the physical and mental health of the team is very important to us, and maintaining a long-term sustainable work pace is crucial for our developers and staff to avoid putting anyone at risk of burnout. Additionally, the cadence at which we were patching left us little time to engage with the community or build Helldivers 2 alongside our players in meaningful ways. This slower pace enables us to focus our energy more effectively, resulting in more impactful updates and a more enjoyable game experience for everyone. You are also right that we should have communicated this change more clearly from the start. So, instead of rolling out sometime during the week of June 3rd, so just a few days from now, we're now looking at the week of June the 10th. Like that bug spawn change on the Dark Fluid missions, I'm also torn on the news of the delay. I mean, I can fully understand their reasoning for wanting to make sure it was fully baked, because in the past, when they've released patches and war bonds that weren't fully baked, well, we know the results. But and hear me out, we don't need the entire book all at once, you know what I'm saying? We can start off with just a couple of chapters, and I think this coming week would have been a great time to roll out a few of those changes, like the advertised patrol spawn reverts, maybe an arc weapons misfiring fix, a new mission type, and you know, you could have topped it with that Unity Day Sony cape, and that would have been strong enough to carry us over to the next week when the larger bulk of the patch would have supposedly dropped. Believe me, I'm not screaming, I'm not kicking, I'm not complaining, just throwing my thoughts out there. Helldivers needs some easy W's right now, and I know one extra week doesn't sound like a lot, but we're kind of at a major inflection point for the game, and right now, days, hours, minutes really matter. Anyways, enough of that. Let's end on a high note and take a look at this interesting photo snapped by Arrowhead's new CEO, Shams Georgiani, as he seems to have captured Johan taking a break on the studio couch with a bit of time playing, you guessed it, Helldivers. Next time, Shams, we need a close-up of the screen, and for the life of me, I can't see the difficulty on the TV, but it looks like Johan is typing something via the controller, and who knows how this one went. It does look like he's on the Dark Fluid mission, so guessing on how that mission scales, I would say that he and his squad are currently in the fight of their lives. Also, that's quite the technical hodgepodge they've got hanging out of the cabins there, and is that a massive log as a footrest? Oh my gosh. Sound off in the comments section with a yes or no along with your other comments. If you think Johan and the crew made it out, type in yes. If not, leave me a no. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. All my socials, including an open invite link to my ever-growing Helldivers Discord community, can all be found down in the video description. A massive thank you goes out to the now over 230,000 of you absolute legends from around the globe who have taken the plunge, hit subscribe, and tune in daily to support me and my content. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.